one thing we gotta remember, right? Get that. Is that our past is our present and our present is our future. They don't look for us to succeed, man. What we do now can affect us. They look for us to fail from now. We gotta do better though. Let's start with the examination of our education.
Hello everybody, we back live again. This is the show everybody been waiting for. This is our Black Love. So again, this is another episode of For the Culture. We here today with Miss Sandra Dyson, and I don't call him Mr. I call him Dyson. That's my dog right there. I call him by his last name, probably because we was down in the detention center together, something like that. But first off, man, I want everybody to know that this is a black couple right here that I've seen them pretty much since I was a little boy, and they still together now, and that's why they're here, because we want everybody to know about black love. It's one of those things where we don't see enough of. You know what I mean? We see so much where couples, especially like black couples, where they together today, then they not together tomorrow. Then you see a girl, she with this one, then she not with that one. Then she got 3-4 different baby daddies, or he got 3-4 different baby mamas, and you know what I mean? So it's one of them things where I feel like we need to figure out how, and how we can get to the level that y'all on. You know what I mean? So if y'all could, I know Miss Sandra gonna take the floor, because happy wife, happy life, Dyson. We always say that. So just give us a little background on yourselves.
Okay, me and my husband been together about 40 years, but we've been married about 28.
It's a long time.
Was it peaches and cream? No. We had struggles, we had ups, we had downs, but bottom line is it's love. And I do love my husband. So what you put into a marriage is what you're going to get out of it. If you don't put nothing in it, you're not going to get nothing out of it.
That's the truth. That's anything in life. You put something into it, that's what you're going to get out of it. Put your best foot forward. What you say, Dyson?
Well, what I say is what my wife just said. It's what you put into it. Like I said, it ain't been no easy road with her and me. Cause I ran on her, cheated on her, got her and another girlfriend at the same time. It's a long story. I ain't gonna go through the whole details, but
that's what we do. Black men, we get 2 and 3 pregnant at the same time. And
got 3 baby mamas, went to jail for 10 years. She still put up with me. Went back and forth. She still putting up with me. We still together right today. Got 3 boys. Got 2 girls on the outside of the family. I got my own small little business rolling. Jive rolling. So far, so good.
You rolling, because I can't get in touch with you to do nothing for me no more. I used to be the man. You come right over my house in a heartbeat. Now I got to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's something like that. Now I'm glad for that in a way. I hope it stays like that. But you know how it is. Like people always got our ups and our downs. Come down to kind of get ahead in life.
Right. So Miss Sandra, now I know Dyson. So you got to be a strong woman.
You got to be a strong black woman to deal with that one. Like this one here is work.
Trust me, I know.
No woman in this world would deal with this one and stay with him. It's work. He had mood swings like a woman. One day he get up, he goes off about the dishes in the sink or anything. He'll just cuss and go off about anything. Sometimes I'm like, what is wrong with this fool? What is wrong with this nigga? I go back and forth with him all the time. No, I'm not the easiest person to get along with either.
Right.
But I'm very picky, and I'll say I'm in control sometimes, want to control, but sometimes I get it with him, sometimes I don't. So it's about, letting him do him and me do me. But sometimes you have to agree to disagree.
Right.
That's the only thing. Some of us don't want to agree to disagree. Everybody wants to agree. Some things he do that I don't like, and some things I do that he don't like.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's called communication. And if you're in a relationship with somebody, and if you're going to marry, you have to be ready for that commitment. Because when you marry, you should marry for love. not for, and I definitely didn't marry for money or nothing like that.
All that money Dyson got?
Yeah, I didn't marry for money. I ain't married for money. I married for love because I do love him. Some days I hate him. I could bust him upside his head, punch him in his face, but I do love him at the end of the day.
Right,
So,
right. That's what we need to see.
and you know, you got a lot of people. A lot of people have said, why are you still with him? He don't work. You know, they think they know our story. Everybody think they know what goes on in my house.
Right.
And that's the problem. They don't know what's going on in our house. They be like, well, why you stay with him? Why you put up with him? Oh my Lord, I couldn't do that. Oh, you should leave him, all this and that. That's not your decision to make.
Right.
That's my
right.
decision to make.
Right. Now, as far as keeping, things personal, is that maybe a reason why y'all been together? As far as, because you always got that outside source that want to come and tell you about your life and about more. They know more about you than what you do.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I confide in my sisters. I do. It's like one or two of my close friends that I can depend on, that I can talk to, but they have never went out and, put it out in the streets or nothing like that. But now he doesn't like when I do that, but that's the comfort that I get, because he don't like for everybody out in the street to know our business. Like we'll go out in public, he do something to me, I'll cuss his ass out right in front of everybody. I don't care. I'll be like, and he said, you gonna stop doing that? No, I'm not, because you need to do what I say do and just go along with the flow.
Right.
So, but he ain't with all that. I'm a cut. I don't care, cuss bad. I don't care.
Yeah, that's
how
it is.
But I do confide in my sisters and a few selected friends that I do confide in. But as far as telling everybody, about what goes on with us, no, I agree, because whatever goes on, it should not be everybody else, and you keep everybody out of your business. If you know that people gonna want to hear it so they can talk about it and put it out in the streets, then that's what they're gonna do, and they'll tell this one, that one, and this one. So no, I wouldn't tell everything to. There's a lot of personal things I don't discuss with my family, sisters, anybody else, pretty much. Talk to my boys, my sons.
Right.
They're my confidence. When I don't want to go out, I can talk, and they're gonna tell me how it is, whether I like it or not.
Right.
Most time I don't like it, but they be like, leave Dad alone. Why are you so hard on him? Leave him alone. But I have to hear that from them.
Right.
To say, okay, enough is enough.
Right.
So.
Now, Dyson. So as far as, did you have anybody to confide in when things get rough, or did you keep it to yourself? Because I know as men, that's what we do. We don't like to talk about our problems, not even to our brothers. So.
Right. I ain't got nobody for real but the man up top. And morning time when I walk out that front door, I talk a lot to the man up top. But if I know somebody, really no.
Right.
I got a brother, but he really ain't confined on it because he moved away from around here. That's Danny. Then I got a younger brother, Sean, I call on sometime. But it's the three youngest ones that I really deal with out of the 10. It's 10 of us all together. And we was together tight, real tight. But now it's a little misunderstanding between us. Now the three youngest ones, we stay tight. I don't care what's going on. Me, Danny, and Sean, we the three youngest of the bunch.
Now, was there anybody that y'all like looked up to when y'all was in a young relationship that y'all say, you know what, like that's what I want to be like. That's what we want to be like for 28 years from now.
Well, no, because see, I'm like 6 years younger.
Oh yeah.
And my mom gave me hell because I was dealing with an older guy. She was like, sit your little hot ass down, leave that boy alone, this and that. So at that point in time when we first started being together, my mom didn't approve of it, so I didn't look at anything, as far as, my mom raised 6 of us, and she had my stepfather, was there with my mom, but my mom did most of the raising, so she was like a mom and a dad, to us. So I didn't really get to see that, people that age to grow up with the family.
Right.
So, because most of my aunts and uncles, they didn't live right with us, around with where we was at. So, No, I didn't really have anybody that made, but when I started dating him, I told his mother, I'm gonna be his wife. You gonna will accept it. I don't care who he going with, who he dating, but I'm gonna be the woman that he married.
Right. Now,
So-
was that vice versa? But how did you see when you was? I mean, because I know as all men, Papa was Rolling Stone. You know what
Well,
I mean?
I got my brother. He older than me. He's my brother. Both of us live on the land together. He was my idol. My brother Kenny. I always want to be like him. Race cars, fast cars. I always want to be like my brother Kenny, but I am like her. Everybody say I am like her. I look like her. Split image. Every time we got two boys together. Sometimes people get his boy mixed up with mine, and mine mixed up with his.
Right.
That was my idol, my brother Kenny.
Right.
I did like follow his footsteps when I was coming along.
So now is like as far as the things that started y'all relationship off, do y'all still do these things now? How do y'all go about life now?
Well, we go about life now. See, when we were coming up, we really, well, he stayed in jail most of the time. So
And you stayed with him?
Yeah, so I travel up the road, put all 5 of the kids in the car. My 3 boys and my 2 stepdaughters. We done been to Hagerstown, we done been to Eastern Shore, we done been to Lawton. I mean, hell, we done been to every jail that around the world to go visit him, to make sure that when he comes home that his children knew who their father was.
Right.
So, it's been, like I've been there. Like I have been a true, most women when a man go to jail, they want to, oh no, I'm going on to the next one. But, I did when he was locked up, I did have a adultery relationship with somebody else. But when he came home, I was honest about it. Me and the person, we're still cool and everything. So it's not like I hid that from him. But when I'm young, 22, and you go to jail and you get 12 years, I'm 22 years old.
Right.
So,
right.
And he brought damn near the whole 22 years to the door. 12 years to the
10
door.
years.
He did 10 on that 12. So, so.
Damn, Dyson did it hard, didn't
Right,
he?
so, but in and out faithfully, I did, go up and down this road. I held him down while he was incarcerated. I made sure that all of his children knew who he was. So when he came
It's
home.
hard for them not to know. They look just like him.
Yeah, they do.
You
But,
spit them out.
So that was my, when I signed up for that, that's what I did. So
Right.
I didn't have any second,
Yeah.
thoughts about it or anything like that.
Right. So now, as far as like dating, and when y'all dating, is there anything that y'all did back then that y'all still do to this day?
Yeah, we still go out to dinner, we still go partying, we still drink together, so we
Still go out of town. We ain't leave now.
we go out of town a lot. We still do a lot of the things. You have to keep that interest in. Like some marriages, once you catch that girl, as soon as you catch her, all the things you do to get her.
Right.
You stop doing it. Once you catch her, you be like, oh, well, I don't need to do this no more,
got it.
I got it. But no, you have to continue. You have to make date nights and stuff like that.
Right.
And see, I used to work, I had 2 jobs. I'm a school bus driver for Charles County. I've been driving for 31 years. But I'm also a pharmacy tech at CVS. And I worked there for 14 years. And he was more like the daycare, he takes care of the children. He raised the grandchildren so that my kids don't have to pay for daycare and all of that. So we thought that worked for us. But everybody was like, well, why are you working? And he's not working. You don't know what he's doing. He is
Right.
working.
Yeah,
He's
trust me.
taking
He
care of
working.
them grandbabies.
Yeah, he's
Cutting
more than
grass,
doing that.
Yeah, cutting grass, fixing somebody's house or something like that. But, so I was working Monday through Friday. He was like, well, I'm getting tired of you working every day. You need to find a day. So now Fridays is the day I stopped working on Friday. So we go to dinner, we go out and all of this. So we still do date night.
Right.
You
Okay.
know, so we still, you have to keep the same way you did, what you did to keep her. To get her is what you need to do to keep her.
Right.
You
Now,
know, so.
now, Dyson. So as a man, there's a lot of women that come your way. How did you feel that you knew that this was the woman for you?
What do you mean by a lot? coming my way. They still coming.
Oh, they
They still coming. They still coming my way. They still coming. I'm gonna keep it 100. They still, they still coming. They still coming.
Hey, Dyson, you got a lot. Don't lie on camera, man.
I keep it on, keep it 100. They still coming, but I try to push them away. Just, I
You
try
push
to,
them away, Dyson?
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right. We gonna leave it at
You better push it away.
yeah. So, but how, I mean, so now, I'm gonna go ahead with your lie and say that we gonna keep it moving.
Right.
But you still pushing away. How you keep that in your mind? Look, man, I got what I need.
It's hard. It's hard. It really is hard. There's a lot of ladies still out there. Like I said, I'm still a cracking young man. I'm keeping it 100.
Still young.
But it's hard. But I don't never put myself in that position to go out there for them to lay around and come at me like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I just go out there and have a good time with them, and they know I'm married. And I'm just going about my business if I do.
Right.
Have a good
So
time.
you more respectful, like
Right.
you let them know off the jump, man. I'm going home at the end of the night.
Right.
Ain't nothing
That's right.
you can do or say.
That's right.
I got what I need.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Head
so,
on home.
So right now, as again, like I say, so what lets you know that this is what you needed right here?
Well, I was in jail for real. I didn't know. We got married in jail. That's one thing. And plus, I had 3 kids by her. And not only that, when I got home, I just said, well, I'm tired of going there. Every time I go to jail, she pregnant. And I got tired of going to jail because of that. Because every time she get her pregnant, I'm going to jail. All 3 of them.
Right.
I ain't seen none of them grow up for real till I got out. But that's about it.
Yeah. So it was knowing that she had your back, and not
Right.
not them other ones that
Right.
the ones that still
Right.
looking at you like you got it.
Yeah, I got still out there. Still think I got it. I got 2 daughters out there now. Mother still depend on me sometime with them if they need some help.
Right.
But other than that, it's just ain't nothing.
Now, Miss Sandra, how do you respect that as far as him having the other kids? You know?
Oh, I love his kids. I don't treat them different than my children. I have always done for his children, his 2 daughters. I don't say stepdaughters, I say they're my daughters. And I had never had an issue with that. I have always taken care. His baby girl used to live in the house with me and went to school with me. So I pretty much raised her in my house with the boys. But his oldest one, she lived with her mom, you know. She, the oldest one, she lived with her mom, but her mom still would allow me to see her and get her and raise her. So I raised them like they're mine. I never treated them or mistreated them anyway. I always have been fair to them like I have been to my boys.
Okay. All right. Now, as far as dealing with his baby mama, how was?
Well,
That's a different story.
That's a different story. That's a different story. Me and the baby's mom, the youngest one mom, we had our ups and downs before, when we had the kids because we were both pregnant at the same time. He was back and forth between the 2 of us. So me and her mom, we was at it because of that. But once his daughter was born, we had a good accord. We still have a good accord as far as her. And my oldest stepdaughter, me and her mom had been through some issues, but now we at the point now where we have moved forward and we get along and everything. But my husband decided to go back and start dating her for a couple of years, and it was hell. It was a nightmare. It was hell. It was everything. Like I'm out here just like fighting and going on, getting caught up in stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna do this no more. So I told him, if you want to go back to your oldest daughter's mom, that's fine, but I'm not going back and forth because I'm just not gonna do that.
Right.
So finally, he decided what was right, and we went through it. We forgave each other. We moved forward. So I get along with her mom well now too. But in the beginning, it wasn't easy. No. Was it hard? Yes. Was it hell? Yes. But now, you know, we on a different accord now.
Right.
We had to go to counseling. Like
No, I mean,
You did your own counsel.
Yeah, we did our own counseling. So,
we
you
had to
know,
go to counseling and getting people all our money, kind of getting telling us how to run
Right.
our
Right.
relationship, you know. But
Communication, right?
yeah, communication is the key.
So what do y'all think the problem is with a lot of like young relationships now?
I think with the young generation nowadays is that I don't think not take it personal, but I don't think the women, the young girls today are looking for love. A lot of them are looking for attention because maybe they didn't get the attention when they were younger from their dad or whoever the case may be. And then a lot of them, they look for these men that money, you know, oh, they can pay to get my hair done. They can pay. That's not going to be a lasting relationship.
Right.
Because if you're go looking for someone that is going to help you get your nails done, get your hair done, just about money, it's not going to work. You know, you need to find somebody that's going to love you for you and accept you for you. If you go out here looking for somebody that's going to just do whatever, and as long as they're giving you that money, you're fine with it. You're going to settle for that.
Right.
And that's the problem with the young women today. They need to start thinking better of themselves. Hey, look, you know, it's a lot of young women out here, you know, that's on Section 8, you know, less fortunate or whatever. I've been there when I was younger in food stamps and all of that, so I'm not downgrading anybody on anything like that, but I'm saying when you on Section 8 and stuff, the housing and stuff is for you and your children. But you have a lot of these young girls that allow the men to move up in these houses. When she go to work, he's still in the bed when she come home. And a lot of them, just young girls, don't settle for that. You know, you deserve more. You should have more respect for yourself, because if a man is still in the bed when you come home in the daytime, what is he doing for you?
Right.
Nothing. So you have to start looking in a positive direction, because if you come home, that's not what you want. You want a man that's going to accept you for who you are,
Right.
that where you can be 50-50 or even 40-70. It doesn't matter. But don't settle for where you think that he love you because he's laying up in your house. No, it's a free place for him to live.
Yeah, right.
So he's not gonna he gonna tell you, oh, I love you, this and that. But it's not, oh, I can live here for free.
Right.
She get food stamp, the refrigerator full, this and that. I don't gotta go to work.
Kids ain't mine.
Kids ain't mine, so
Right.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
just have better for yourselves as a young woman. Have more respect and values for yourself.
Right. Well, Dyson, what you think about as far as the young men, man? Like, what
Well, I think about both of them. They too young to have kids. Kids are raising kids, and when they raise them, and now just like you know my position, I got a son. He got kids, and this girl dropped this baby off soon as she had this baby. The baby didn't have Pampers on. Didn't have, just drop her right off. And she's still in the kid's life. That when I was calling, it wasn't like that. You don't drop no baby off to a man.
Right. I
You
never
know what I
never
mean?
known that for a woman, right?
Well, now these young girls is dropping it off to the man, and they on child support. We ain't on child support. They is.
Right.
They got more of them going to jail than we is now.
Right.
And that's really bad for real, cause the girls ain't out here raising their own kids.
Right.
The
And
guys
as far as the babies raising babies, is that a problem where I say like with y'all generation, did it stop to a point? Because I look at it like with our generation, you know, we had people who were kind of, you know, teaching us the rights and the wrongs, and so that was y'all generation that was teaching us.
It
So
wasn't that bad when my wife was coming along. A lot of girls out here having baby. It's really terrible now.
right.
I'm
right.
talking about, I see girls right now got one in the stomach, pushing two of them in a cart.
Right.
And we the boy, we the man there. They ain't got no man, but they got one in the stomach and pushing carts.
Right. So,
Two men.
but ain't that a problem with the man too, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
So,
what I'm
what
saying.
you think the mental of our young men? Where did that
Scrap
go wrong?
Scrap up, just stop, use that rubber.
Yeah.
Because you ain't doing the right thing.
Right.
Same way with me. I ain't asking neither one of mine, but they here.
Right.
I ain't asking neither one. I tell all of mine right today. I ain't asking none of y'all. The woman's making love with because I say love in the ear don't mean you gotta have a baby because I say love in your
But
ear.
like I told him, it takes two.
Oh yeah.
So if you didn't want no kids, you should have strapped up. Don't put it all on
Both
the
of us
woman.
should.
No, don't put it all on the woman because
I'm
like
leaving it
I
alone.
told you before, it takes two. And if you don't want children, you should have strapped up.
Well, 'cause
you don't know if a woman on birth control or not. You just going by what she say.
Well, I say I don't want no kids. You
Well,
shouldn't have
whatever.
none.
Too late. You should have thought about that.
Alright.
You got them now, so it
I
doesn't
got
matter.
'em. Like I said, I got 'em.
So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
you got
It takes
kids and
two.
grandkids now.
It takes two, right? So
I got
it takes
16
two.
of them.
Yeah.
And 1 grade.
Yeah. So it takes two.
Alright.
Like I said, it takes two.
You got a great grandbaby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 16
God
grandbabies and 1 grade.
And you keep thinking you young.
Do you think?
And all of them get ready to come down the house in a little bit. We're gonna have a ball in the yard.
Yeah, that's what's up, that's what's up.
Every Sunday we down there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Now, as far as like, what advice could you give the young, as far as you Dyson, as far as young relationships
Man, you
right
put me
now
in-
to get where y'all at?
Well, man, you put me in a bind on here. Well, like I said, I'm still struggling myself, and I'm 60 years old. I'm still I don't know how long my road gonna be right now, but if I had to change my time back to tell a young person what to do to get started, let me see. First, you gotta have your head right. Something
Get you right first.
right. That means get your head right.
Right.
And they think, get yourself a good job or trade, get yourself established, and then see where you can go from there.
Right.
That's what I would tell the young generation now.
Yeah. So don't just hop into
Right.
love. Right. Yeah. So that be how you figure that, Miss Sandra? That be your advice or?
No, I feel nowadays with relationships now, people jump into them too fast. Like you date for 2 or 3 months. Oh, I'm in love. You know, it's like your head. I mean, they whining and dining and treating you right. No, make them wait for it.
Right.
That's the mistake because I made him wait.
Right. Right.
You know, we was dating like forever, whatever.
2 months.
But you say lie. You say
You a pimp, huh, Dyson?
a lie. You say, I know, actually, I made him wait 3 years now.
Hot as shit.
Yeah, I was young and I wasn't ready, and I'm like, you know, you just do what you gotta do.
Right.
But I feel that they need to make these men wait. Make them earn your love and respect you more. Like, you dating for 3 months, okay, 3 months is nothing. Then soon you decide to be with them, and then they like, oh, that's not what I want, you know. Then your heart broke. Make them, if they want you, make them work for it.
Right.
Make them work for
I
it.
always say, man, you should
Yeah.
at least try to
Just
live with somebody.
Live with them
Yeah.
for a year, date them for 6 months
Right.
or a year. Stop jumping into this one and 2 months you dating, and next month they live up in your house. No.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, make them wait. Make them earn your love and your respect.
Right.
Because once, if you make them earn their respect, trust me, they're gonna be like, oh, this girl giving me hell. I'm trying to give her. Oh man, it's 3, 4 months and she still ain't trying. No, so make it wait. Make them wait.
Right. Now, in y'all time, I know they ain't had social media.
No.
Now they got social media. And to me, I feel like social media has ruined a lot of relationships.
Social media is a comedy. It's a comedy because you always see these young girls and young ladies, they're going back and forth with each other about a man on Facebook, but you don't see that man even involved. Y'all giving him so much, like he's a superstar and he's the greatest person in the world, but you all going at each other, calling you each other hoes and bees and this and that, but then this man ain't nowhere in the
Yeah,
picture.
he not even jumping
But
up
you
and
all
saying
in there
anything. Right.
entertaining, it's entertaining Facebook. And everybody like, oh no, these two really, like pages and pages where he was at my house, but you're not making him be held accountable for what he's doing.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I've been there and I made him be held accountable.
Right.
You know, these men have to be held accountable these days. And a lot of them are not. The women are beating up each other, fighting each other for what? But at the end of the day, if he's going to be with you, he's going to be with you. And if he's going to be with her, he's going to be with her. Why? Because you allowed it.
Right.
So you can't go after the next female. Your beef shouldn't be with the female, it should be with him. That's who you should be addressing your issue to.
We see that
That's
vice
him.
versa too. With,
Yes,
with,
with
the
the
boys. Right.
men ready to shoot each other, ready to kill each other for what?
Right.
You know, that female is getting all this attention, and she got your attention now. You ready to go shoot him up, and then if you shoot him up, he's dead. You in jail. Who do you think she's gonna be? She's going for the next one.
Right. Right.
So you know, you have to understand that.
Now, I don't know how you did it because I always say, and I'm telling you, I love Dyson to death. Dyson, you know you my dog. But I know that's a hard man right there.
Yes.
Good Lord. But especially, I ain't know Dyson. I didn't know you did 10 years. I really did. So you must have came home when I first met you because
He did,
I ain't
he did 89 to 98.
yes, I didn't know you did that time like that.
Yeah, I remember when you used to come in y'all but with all them hard head kids play on the football field.
Yeah, you let me
used
get
to
the
make my
field, yeah.
make my field into a football field.
Yeah,
all the little kids. You had a nice time in the yard,
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah.
Kids eat hot dogs and everything
Right.
after things over with.
So my thing is this right here because I just look at, I always say the females today are so I ain't even gonna say dumb, but I don't even know a lack of a better word.
I wouldn't say dumb. I would say a lot of the young women today are more naive, that they don't really observe things before they jump. You know, they jump before they think.
Right.
So I wouldn't say that, I'm not saying they're stupid or anything like that, but a lot of women are naive. You know, trust me, I was young and naive for a long time. This man, you couldn't tell me nothing but this man.
Right.
Hell, high water, you couldn't tell me nothing. Ready to fight and all of this. Fighting on side the highway, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Right.
Yeah, so I think a lot of us, we look for attention, and if somebody gives us that attention, it makes us feel special, and then, you know, we feel that this is the right one. So, you know, it's just about being connected to somebody.
Right.
Some people just don't like to be alone.
So now, when I was getting to was the point where you was with him and you held him down while he was locked up. Because I just look at that like, man, I be seeing some of these women out here who be talking about, yeah, my man been locked up for 5 years and I'm staying faithful and I'm staying loyal to him.
They lying.
Yeah.
They lying.
Yeah.
They lying. Maybe some, but I don't believe that.
Right.
Because I was young when he went to jail. And like I said, I did wait 3 years, but after that 3 years, I'm like, okay, this 4 years ain't gonna count it. No.
Right.
So, you know, I'm like, no, I mean,
Hey, well,
I'm
as
gonna
men, we
do-
gotta stop putting
yeah.
ourselves in the situation
because,
and put a
and
woman
then,
in that
you
situation.
know, because he called me, he said, I had a dream. And I said, you had a dream? He was like, yeah, I had a dream that you was cheating on me. I said, well, you're not lying. This is not a dream. It's not a dream. It's true.
That's what most men
And I
think
told
about
him,
in,
I said,
in
but
the
you
system.
have to, so he, okay, hell with you, click, okay. So he called me back, I said, well, you have to listen at why it happened like this. You know, you got hit a 12-year bit. I was young when you went to jail. So, you know, I'm holding it down. But don't worry, I'm going to hold you down. But when you come home out of respect, I'm going to let that person go.
Right.
And I did.
Right.
But me and the person are good friends. He knows him.
Dyson, you
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
knows
know.
you ain't knocked shit out of him yet?
Nah, he never disrespect me yet. Nah, he never. Nah, I know the guy. Me and the guy, we tight.
They cool,
we
you
cool.
know.
We hang out.
I mean, I didn't lie about it. I
Yeah,
was
we
being
hang out and
honest
everything.
about it.
Right.
We hung out and everything. I mean, it's not that, you know,
Well,
that
he knew the
connection.
mail. He knew the
You
mail
know,
was coming home.
So,
Oh,
but
that's
you
what
know,
it is.
when he came, but, you know,
Yeah.
when he came home, you know, I did what I'm supposed to do as a wife, commit to my husband, and I had.
Right.
But you know, he did. He said, "I had a dream."
Well, I had the guys in the jail used to tease me. Yeah, man, your wife out there cheating. I said, well, let me tell you something, son. You ain't got no money order coming. You ain't got nobody come visit you. You ain't got no package coming in here. My name, package coming in is in my name is my package though, but it's your name because I got an extra package because you ain't getting nobody.
Right.
I had to help him up on the can and some cigarettes because he ain't got nobody taking care of him.
Right. So that's when you realize who the one that was holding you
That's
down.
right. And I just take it. She used to send me $20 every month for my allowance.
Right. We got some people out here that
Don't get that.
Yeah, don't get that at all.
$20. I used to live off $20. I live off $20 every month for 10 years.
But he had to realize we had
And
3 kids.
she had 3
too.
kids though.
I
I
had to
just
feed your children along
Yeah.
the way. And we traveling up and down the road with your children.
right.
so-
But my mother taught me how to make my money. I know how to sew. I used to sew do-rags, sweatpants, and shorts. And I used to make my money
Right.
in jail.
Right.
Yep.
Now, I know y'all say y'all still go out, you still go on the vacations, and you know you still do the things. Dyson still think he 30,
He do.
so
He think he 25.
yeah. So that's that. I mean, what is it that keeps that flame going with y'all?
Because we're different. You know, I mean, we're
Different mean from each other, or
Yeah, like things I like, he don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't like nothing. So I'm like, look.
Me.
If he had his way, we would sit in the house all the time. I'd be like,
No. If I had my way, I leave out of Charles County. See,
Yeah.
me and her, we had fun out of Charles County.
Right.
When we get in Charles County, we get like cats and doves. It's like cats and doves. It's like cats
Because
and
when he
doves.
get back to Charles County, he act like he brand new.
Oh yeah.
I cuss his ass out as soon as he come across the bridge.
My sister-in-law, you say, well, you back in Charles County.
Yeah,
There we
so all
go.
over back to Charles County, because when they out of town, they all in love. Soon they hit that bridge, you motherfucker. Kiss my ass. Yeah.
Right.
So,
So now, as far as like, you say there wasn't, I mean, really wasn't too many people that y'all seen that, you know, gave you the idea like we gonna be together, we gonna stay together. It's just something that you just kind of kept going forward.
yeah, it's something, I mean, when I set my mind to something, I do it. You know, so if I know that, you know, I love this man, I'm gonna do everything in my power to hold on to my man. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying he's my man. He's my man. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do to hold on to my husband.
Right.
If it means doing this, that, whatever, I don't care.
How about running in the bank?
Nah, I ain't running in the bank. Because if you run in the bank, then I'm telling you.
Now, Dyson, you say you still got it. I'll tell you, I've seen Miss Sandra in some of them costumes. So it's some men's out here that as soon as you let your guard
I
down.
know my wife's still a little attractive young lady. Well, like I said, we 6 years apart. Yeah, I know she's still young. Right. I know I'm getting older and older. And I'll be ready to go back and forth out of the hospital, doctor office. Yeah, I hope I don't never see it no time soon though, but I'm just saying, a whole lot of men 60 years old ain't out there doing what they want supposed to be doing. They're hurting right now. At 60 years old.
Yeah.
Some ain't got what they going through, part-time cancer and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Can't
You
do
ain't
nothing.
got hit that age. We just seen that. You gotta be that old to get down.
I got one now always telling me, man, take me to the 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, get the round-o. Round-o? What is a round-o? Well, they call it round-o. Some kind of bull on a thing or something. I say, come on, I take you to something. Get the bull. I ain't worried about that yet. It's too far.
Right.
Not yet,
Yeah. So how you keep yourself young to stay up with Miss Sandra?
I have to stay with him. It's reverse.
Okay.
Yeah, he got more energy than enough. I'm like, look, I ain't got time for you. Yeah, he go 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, this nigga up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I gotta wake up at 5 to go to work. He vacuuming the floors and washing clothes. Who does that at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning?
Man, I know you stay moving, Dyson.
Yes,
He
all
stay
the
moving.
time. I'm like,
Stay moving. That's how you pretty much stay young as you keep
he do.
moving.
I mean, he's up early.
Get up and do my little exercise, lift my weights.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
ain't lifting no weights, Dyson. Stop
Yeah, I
it.
still got my little weights.
he ain't lifting nothing.
I still got my little
He ain't
weights.
lifting nothing. He ain't lifting
Jump
nothing.
rope.
He lied. He lied.
I ain't doing none of that. All thing I'm looking is a pool, smoothing and pushing it out.
That's all he doing.
Yeah, well, look, right. I mean, again, man, we wanna, commend y'all for being a couple for as long as y'all really have. Because, like I said, it's not too many couples out here that have been together for this long. And really, I appreciate y'all coming on. And I ain't even ask y'all, for the person, but I really appreciate that because, again, some of the stuff that y'all have been through, couples don't even go through 10% of that, and then soon as right, soon as the man, get a phone call from another woman, oh nah, they done split up, they ain't together no more. I done seen marriages. I talked to one dude and he said he was married for 6 months. I said 6 months? How long did you know the girl? We knew each other for 2 years and we got married. We was married for 6 months. So my thing is I really see. And that's what this was about, to really show people what it can take and the things that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to put up with a lot, you know what I mean, to get to this time right here, you know what I mean?
And if you're not ready for that type of commitment, then, don't set yourself up for it.
Right, right.
You know, if you're not ready to be in a committed, like to death do you part, you know, type of situation. And you know, most marriages, a lot of it that people break up because of adultery.
Right.
But it's adultery. I know that he cheated and this and that, but it had to be a reason.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And if we as women or men not taking care of home,
Right.
what you think they're gonna do? They're gonna
find
step
somebody
out.
else.
They're gonna find somebody that gives them that love and affection that they want because
Right.
you're not giving it to them.
20%.
20, but yeah. So if it's not, you know, you're gonna be committed, then you have to do what each other have to do.
Right.
You know, it's a work in progress, and you know, any young marriage can last, but you gotta put the work in it.
Right.
Some of them get bored. Oh, I don't want to do this. no
Some
more.
of them, I think there's just
Yeah.
a lot of people will bring other people into their relationship.
Yeah, they need to keep people out.
Right,
of
keep people out your relationship.
You know, keep them out.
And I understand, you know, talking to somebody else,
I don't care if
yeah,
your
but
mother. I don't care if it's your father. I don't care who it is. You know, keep them out your business.
right,
Yeah,
right. That's the main thing. Is you know, some
Anything you
things.
gotta do, just give it to God.
Right.
You, him, and God.
Right,
That's it.
right. Well, look, I know we got the shirts here. Let me make sure I got the right size. I got 2X.
Mhm.
Swiss man's right there. Got the 2X for the ladies right here. I got other sizes too.
Okay.
Dyson, my dog. I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, I
Miss
thank
Sandra.
you, Bob.
I appreciate
Thank you for having
it.
us.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
I
you for
appreciate
having us.
it. Again, this episode for the culture, man. I appreciate everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
All right,
honey.
we got to tell
That means you gonna take a picture?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. It went hard for you to charge me. You know, we're cleaning up the glass and everything else. What you was doing?
The judge gave him 20 plus his backup from last time. Now we reading books and doing push-ups to pass time. If you ain't get the message by the end of that last line, then play it back, turn it up and listen one last time.